A potential change in hepatitis B vaccination guidelines has some local pediatricians scratching their heads. Last week, the CDC's Vaccine Advisory Committee voted to change the hepatitis B immunization guidelines for newborns.
And the panel wants to delay recommending the first dose for babies born to mothers without hepatitis B, pushing it back until the baby is 2 months old instead of within the first 24 hours of birth. But doctors say there's a reason they recommend the vaccine as soon as babies are born. WKYT's Alyssa Williams explains why.
For more than 3 decades, it's been standard that doctors recommend babies receive a hepatitis B vaccine as soon as they're born, which is why pediatricians like Dr. Elizabeth Hawes are wondering why this recommendation would be changed now.
Well, honestly, anymore, I'm not surprised because the CDC website and the CDC in general is not something I've been able to depend on for information now for some number of months.
Hawes says this vaccination time frame is merely a recommendation by medical professionals and not a requirement, but she says they advise parents do it for good reason.
There's no cure for hepatitis B, so prevention is really the only treatment here.
Hepatitis B is a viral infection that impacts liver function and is known to be spread through contact with bodily fluids of an infected person. Dr. Hawes says around half of the babies who get hepatitis B whose mothers tested negative for it contract it from their environment.
Hepatitis B is something that lives on surfaces for up to 7 days unless you know to clean them with bleach. So this is the sort of thing where a child bleeds, touches a surface, your child touches it and has a cut on their hand and gets hepatitis B.
Dr. Hawes says the scariest reality of the virus is that symptoms mostly go undetected and people usually don't know they have it until their liver is failing. That's why Hawes recommends babies get those vaccinations out of the way as early as possible.
I will just continue as before unless somebody gives me a good set of data or scientific reasoning about why I should change what we're doing.
In Lexington, Alyssa Williams, WKYT.
Recommendations from the advisory committee go to the CDC director for approval, but ultimately these final decisions are left for each state to decide and enforce.